What if anger was never your enemy, but your lack of control was? What if no insult, no betrayal, no disrespect could ever shake your inner peace again? The Stoics believed that the moment you conquer anger, you conquer the world within. Stay with me because what you're about to hear is not motivation, it's mental armor. The Stoics understood something modern society forgets. Anger is not strength, it is surrender, and every time you lose your temper you hand control of your mind to someone else, which is why Marcus Aurelius warned himself daily that people would be rude, ungrateful, and selfish, not to be surprised but to be prepared. The first Stoic rule to destroy anger is recognizing that events themselves are neutral. It is your judgment that creates suffering, as Epictetus taught, meaning no person can upset you unless you first grant them permission in your mind. The second rule is to pause before reacting, because anger thrives in speed, but wisdom lives in delay, and even a single breath can break the chain between stimulus and response. The third rule is to expect difficulty, not comfort, because when you expect people to behave perfectly you set yourself up for constant frustration, but when you expect human imperfection, nothing shocks you. The fourth rule is to remember impermanence, realizing that this moment, this insult, this conflict will soon fade, and it is beneath your dignity to sacrifice peace for something temporary. The fifth rule is to detach your identity from outcomes and opinions, understanding that criticism does not define you unless you accept it as truth. The sixth rule is to practice voluntary discomfort, as Seneca advised, because a mind trained to endure discomfort does not explode at inconvenience. The seventh rule is to view anger as self-harm, not self-defense, since it poisons your judgment, damages relationships, and leaves you weaker than before. The eighth rule is to replace accusation with curiosity, asking not why did they disrespect me, but what weakness or pain drives this behavior, which dissolves rage into understanding. The ninth rule is to remember your own flaws, because humility softens anger and reminds you that you too fall short of your ideals. The 10th rule is to choose silence over victory, recognizing that not every argument deserves your energy, and that walking away is often the highest form of strength. The 11th rule is to train your inner dialogue, speaking to yourself as Marcus Aurelius did, with firmness, reason, and compassion, refusing to dramatize events or exaggerate harm. The 12th rule is to act according to virtue, not emotion, measuring every response by wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control rather than impulse. The 13th rule is to rehearse adversity in advance, imagining insults and setbacks so that when they arrive, your mind remains calm and ready. The 14th rule is to remember that people are temporary but character is permanent, and no moment of anger is worth staining your integrity. The 15th and final rule is to realize that true power is inner peace itself, because the man who cannot be provoked cannot be controlled, manipulated, or defeated, and as the Stoics believed, mastery of anger is mastery of life.